Before I start this video, I wanted to let you know that beginning the 10th, I will be away from my computer and won't be able to post too many, if any, videos, but I will be back the following week. This message today is really incredible, so I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you next week. Thank you so much for stopping in. In a recent channeling video that's titled Sun Codes Question and Q&A Part 3, when I posted that video, I listened to it and I received more information. So if you haven't watched Part 3 of the Sun Codes, you should do that. But in that video, the Sun team told us that some of you have already fully completed your soul core mission, which means that you have no more reason to go back in physical to the earth realm to experience and learn. You have fully learned everything that your soul wants. There's no, you have no reason to go back to the earth and in physical. Typically, you would do, once you're past needing to be physical, you do other things as an energetic guide from the non-physical realm. However, there was a recruitment needed someplace along the line by the universal energy source, and they asked for, I'll call you volunteers. The universal energy source made a call out to the energetic guides, and they asked for volunteers to go back to reincarnate on Earth to help humanity get through this transitional phase that we're in right now between the eras, the era of excuse me, dominance, and the coming and going into the era of harmony. So if you haven't listened to it, go back and listen to it. Honestly, I completely think the people around me, the people who come to me for writings, readings, channelings, the people who listen to these messages regularly are those energies who have been recruited by the universal energy source as volunteers to be physical on the earth now. During this transitional time, the time we're in, basically going from one fringe of the dominance era to another fringe, which is the era of harmony. The universal energy source needed to recruit primarily because there is no foundation stability. There is no societal foundation stability to support humanity right now. And you have already been through this, know what it's like, and then you were asked, and then you said yes, you'd be a volunteer. Oof. So you have already been through this stage, you've experienced and learned it. You don't have to do it again, you've just learned it and you know it. Therefore, you intuitively right now, you know how to energetically lead. You've done it, you've experienced it, you learned it, and now you intuitively can energetically lead. And they called you in that video, they called you benevolent souls. This is where the new channeling starts. If you haven't listened or seen that other video, do it, because it's really important to you. This is the channeling that came in. It has been very difficult for these volunteers to exist going into the transition. They absolutely know their mission. However, many of them, got caught up in the learning process. They didn't stay in the knowing. The recruited, fully accomplished soul, who is now physical and has an advanced matrix, okay, interesting, are invited by others who are not those fully accomplished souls. They are invited by you who are not reincarnate of the fully accomplished soul. You invite the recruited into your simulation to provide energy and guidance for you to advance your life plan and soul growth during this phase. You as the energetic soul who has completed your soul growth already, but volunteered to go back into physical life for this phase of the era transition, those fully accomplished souls, you incorporate your matrix simulation to mesh with the physicals who have advanced to the point where they are instrumental in understanding their mission during this phase of the transition and helping humanity through the phase from a more advanced energetic state. Even the fully soul growth recruited participants, the fully accomplished soul, even the fully soul growth recruited participants have are in their own simulation in order to interact with others. In this situation, the recruited layer their matrix with another's matrix, not fully overlay, but partially overlay the advanced, in quotes, the advanced matrix onto the portion necessary to assist the earth physical in the area, the earth physical, in the way you help humanity. This message resonates with the fully accomplished soul who was recruited to come back and the people who are positioned to help humanity in the coming transformation phase. That is where the message ended. Those of you who resonate with this, that's where it ends. That's where the new information ended. And if your heart resonates with this message, you need to contemplate what's going on. You need to stop everything and just understand what you have to do. That it's they called you benevolent souls. If you resonate with this, you have to You have to come to terms with this. There's two categories that they're talking about, and then they're talking about the simulation that we all have we're all in our own simulation. And they're talking about the matrix of an advanced, accomplished soul overlaying. What did they say? They overlay. They overlay the advanced matrix onto your simulation. And that's how you begin to interact with that next group download of information that you're going to be getting soon. You're going to be getting a download soon. That's just the channel. I just received that message. You will be getting a download soon. You have to know this. So there's two categories. There's the category of the fully accomplished soul that was recruited. They reincarnated here, and they're the ones laying the matrix over. The other group, which is the people who are positioned to help humanity in the coming transformation phase. Okay. That is what you need to know right now. You're one of the other, one or the other. I honestly believe that. Look, there is no reason for anybody to listen to any video. There's so much out there, and there's so much clutter, and there's so many messages that it's really hard to determine what you want to listen to. You know, I mean, it's all interesting. But there's a very small group of you who got to this message, heard it, and you know it's you. You know it's you. That's where I'll end this. Thank you for stopping by. Please stay tuned.